Now, to what extent is your town still a threat to young women in the sense that it's Dave Ridley with RidleyReport.com? Don't touch the camera.
I'm not.
All right, that's good. You're very close. This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by...
お話しますか? お話しません.
All the information we can that would substantiate what we actually send to them. It'd be a leak or infiltration in London's property. So I would like to see those meters put back.
Is it right to work for the town of New London, considering what a threat it became to young women? She's, I guess, a town recorder, so, not a super high position. Now, to what extent is your town still a threat to young women in the sense that it's Dave Ridley with RidleyReport.com? Don't touch the camera.
I'm not.
All right, that's good. You're very close. Now, to what extent is the old chief still getting government funding? Is he getting anything at all, or? Thanks for not running me over. To what extent is your government still a threat to young women in the sense that it still commits victimless crime arrests?
Our government, you mean the town?
Yeah.
We have it under control.
Well, do you still arrest young women for victimless offenses like underage drinking?
I think you should pose the question to law enforcement.
Well, I mean, you're above law enforcement, aren't you? The ultimate responsibility lies with you guys, doesn't it?
Who are you with?
It's Dave Ridley with RidleyReport.com, and who are you?
And what's RidleyReport.com?
It's a poor man's TV station, New Hampshire's #2 YouTube channel.
Okay.
But you politicians are supposed to be above the police, though, aren't you?
What? Said.
Are you afraid of the police? You don't have control, or?
I'm not. Thank you. No comment.
What's your name? Selectmen, to what extent are your police still a threat to young women in the sense that they commit victimless crime arrests?
What a foolish question.
How so?
I think
I mean, wouldn't you consider yourself threatened if someone arrested you for a victimless crime? Wouldn't it be dangerous?
What's your point?
What's my point?
Yeah, I mean, I don't consider our police threatening anybody. But that's...
Well, obviously they did in the past here. Even if they're following the law now, making a victimless crime arrest is hurting somebody that hasn't hurt anybody else, and your police do that, don't they?
Well, no, I don't think that. We have one incident, okay? If people want to happen that incident forever, go to it, but,
But isn't an arrest for underage drinking an incident that should be a source of concern, since an underage drinker hasn't necessarily hurt anyone?
I guess I'd be a little concerned if our police didn't enforce the laws of the state and the town.
You sure you want to ask for that? Because there are 200,000 pages of laws, and you're going to break one on the way home.
I am?
Almost certainly.
Well, I'm not going to get involved in it. Be in contest with you. I'm not. I don't know what point you're trying to make.
Well, I may be asking questions you've never been asked before, but that's the whole point.
I've been selected for this. It's not my first rodeo, so.
I appreciate you at least answering them.
Who are you?
It's Dave Ridley with RidleyReport.com. It's a poor man's TV station.
A poor man's TV station. Okay. I don't have a lot of use for the press. Every time I talk to the press, they tell me what I said, and it's usually 100% wrong. So I'm going to be very reluctant to say too much, because I could say good morning and they're going to say, well, the tone of his voice, he really meant bad morning. So I don't get involved in some of that stuff. But
well, with any luck, maybe you'll like my report better than the average, because I just put everything I get on the air. So. Unless it's really boring.
Well, I think you're beating a dead horse. But that's your free country?
I think of it more like a dead elephant in the room.
Well, that's your opinion.
All right. And what's your name?
Peter Bianchi.
Okay, thanks, sir. Take care.
Do you have a message for the Ron Paul movement?
Do you have a product for the New Hampshire Liberty community? Then stop keeping it a secret. Head on over to
RidleyReport.com. Email Ridley
and purchase an ad. There is no humiliation nor privation Ridley will not endure to ensure your message gets out. RidleyReport.com